12 secrets to help women over 70 live happily every day. 70 is not a scary number, but loneliness, illness, and regret are. A study from Harvard University spanning over 80 years has shown that people who do not maintain social relationships and healthy habits are twice as likely to have memory loss, a 60% increase in depression, and even a 10-year shorter life expectancy. The scariest thing is not getting old, but growing old tired and lonely. But there are women who have passed their 70s with youthfulness, peace, and happiness, because they know how to build a life worth living. Their secret is not a miracle, but 12 simple habits that have the power to completely change the last years of their lives. There is a shocking truth. Your old age does not determine your happiness, but your daily habits do. Over 80 years of research from Harvard University has shown that physical health, optimism, and social connection are more important than age or living circumstances. As a geriatrician, I have seen women turn 70 with very different stories. Some remain energetic, love life, and continue to explore life with the same passion as when they were in their 20s. But others gradually withdraw, lose their joy, and let their later years pass by with regret. What makes this difference? Not money, not luck, but the choices they make every day. Age doesn't have to stop you from enjoying a happy life. Here are 12 habits that happy women in their 70s have always maintained, and you can start today. Here's a surprising fact. Women who take good care of themselves not only live longer, but they're happier, too. An 85-year study from Harvard University found that daily habits have a direct impact on the quality of life as they age. Women who love and care for themselves are not only 30% less likely to suffer from heart disease, but are also 40% more likely to maintain good mental health than those who let themselves go as they age. So what makes the difference? It's how they treat their bodies and minds every day. Take Mary Thompson, a 74-year-old American woman living in California. She used to be a teacher, but when she retired, she didn't let herself fall into a state of laziness or boredom. Every day, she wakes up, takes care of her face with her favorite moisturizer, puts on a dress that makes her feel confident, and doesn't forget to spritz on some perfume, simply to feel happier. I do this not to impress anyone, but to remind myself that I am still worthy of love, she shared. It is not just a beauty habit, but a way for her to appreciate herself. Psychologists also confirm that when a woman cares about her appearance, she tends to be more confident, less anxious, and more optimistic. And it's not just about what you put in your body that matters. According to a study by the National Institute on Aging, a healthy diet can reduce your risk of chronic diseases like diabetes and high blood pressure by up to 50%. Women who follow a Mediterranean diet, rich in vegetables, fish, olive oil, and nuts, not only live longer, but also have better mental health. It's no coincidence that Jean Calment, the world's oldest living woman, 122 years old, maintained a diet rich in healthy fats and dark chocolate. She remained cheerful and alert even after turning 100. But health comes not only from what you eat, but also from how you move every day. A study from the Mayo Clinic found that people over 70 who maintained a light exercise routine like walking or yoga were 30% less likely to be depressed than those who didn't exercise. Evelyn Carter, 76, from Texas, is a typical example. She was diagnosed with arthritis, but instead of sitting still and accepting her fate, she started practicing yoga and walking every day. The result? Not only did her pain decrease significantly, but she also felt happier and more optimistic. These stories are not far-fetched or unrealistic. We can learn from them, from women who have proven that age is not a barrier, but just a number. You don't have to wait until tomorrow to start. You don't have to change everything immediately. Start with the smallest things. Choose an outfit that makes you feel better. Enjoy a nutritious breakfast. Take a walk around the neighborhood and enjoy the fresh air. As long as you decide to love yourself, happiness will find you, no matter what age you are. A good night's sleep not only helps the body recover but is also the secret to maintaining youth and mental health for women. According to research from the National Sleep Foundation, women over 65 who sleep 7 to 9 hours a night have a 35% lower risk of cardiovascular disease than those who sleep less. It is no coincidence that the skin of people who sleep deeply is often more youthful, and their mood is also more stable. Linda Walker, an elderly friend living in Florida, once shared that she has the habit of turning off all electronic devices at least an hour before going to bed, reading a light book and sipping a cup of herbal tea. Thanks to that, She always has a quality sleep, waking up every morning with a refreshed spirit and a smile on her lips. Not only sleep, a grateful heart is also the key to a happy life. Psychologist Robert Emmons from the University of California has studied and concluded that people who maintain a habit of gratitude every day have 23% lower stress levels and tend to live more optimistically. Margaret, 72, living in New York, starts every morning by writing down 3 things that make her feel grateful in a notebook. It can be a delicious cup of coffee, a phone call from a loved one, or simply the bright sunshine outside the window. It only takes a few minutes, but this habit helps her realize that life is always beautiful and worth cherishing, even on the most difficult days. But gratitude is not enough. Happy women always have something to look forward to every day. Passion and purpose in life are the motivation to keep them going, no matter what age. A Harvard study found that people who maintain a hobby or community involvement after the age of 60 have a 30% lower risk of depression. The story of Susan Carter, a painter in Texas, is a clear example. After retiring, she did not let life become boring and started painting every day. This not only helped her find joy but also made her feel that life was always full of meaning. Whether you love painting, gardening, writing, or simply helping others, it is important to always have a reason to wake up in the morning. When you have something to look forward to, each passing day will not just be a boring routine, but a journey full of inspiration and joy. A constantly evolving mind is one of the factors that help women maintain clarity and joy in life. According to a study by the National Institute on Aging, older adults who regularly read, learn, and exercise their brains are 47% less likely to develop Alzheimer's than those who do not. You don't have to learn anything big, just spending 15 minutes a day reading a book, learning a new recipe, or exploring a foreign culture is enough to stimulate your brain and keep your spirit young. Helen, an old friend of mine in Seattle, is 75 years old, but she still enrolls in online art history courses every week. Learning makes me feel young and energetic, she said with a smile, her eyes shining with happiness. But knowledge doesn't just come from books, but also from observing and controlling your own emotions. Women who know how to practice mindfulness will easily find peace in the chaos of life. A study from Stanford University found that people who practiced meditation or deep breathing techniques for as little as 10 minutes a day had a 39% reduction in stress levels and significantly improved sleep quality. You don't have to spend hours meditating, just being in the moment, feeling the breeze on your skin, listening to the birds chirping in the morning, or slowly sipping a cup of tea, can go a long way toward finding inner peace. However, no one can be happy living alone. Quality relationships are the best medicine for the soul. An 80-year study from Harvard University confirmed that people with good relationships live longer, are healthier, and are less likely to suffer from heart disease or depression. You don't need hundreds of friends. Just a few people who are always willing to listen, share and accompany you are enough to warm your heart. Laura, a friend of mine in Chicago, is in her 70s but still maintains the habit of calling her friends every week and seeing them at least once a month. The conversations not only make me happy but also make me feel like I am still a part of this world, she said. Life is a journey, and relationships are the thread that holds us together. Don't hesitate to open up, connect and appreciate those who love you, because happiness is always doubled when we share. Nature always has a magical power that many people often forget. According to research from the University of Exeter, spending just 120 minutes a week in nature can help reduce stress, improve mental health and improve emotions. People who live near parks or have a habit of walking outdoors often have 23% lower anxiety levels than those who just stay indoors. Margaret, a 72-year-old woman I met at an elderly care program, found simple joy in her small backyard garden. Every morning, I make a cup of tea, open the window to let in the sunlight and chat with my flowers. I feel much more peaceful, she shared. Nature doesn't require much, sometimes just a cool breeze, a warm ray of sunshine or a patch of blue sky, but it can bring deep peace to the soul. But happiness doesn't just come from peace, it also comes from laughter. Scientists at the Mayo Clinic have found that laughter can stimulate the production of endorphins, the body's natural happiness hormones, which help relieve pain and boost the immune system. People who laugh often have a 40% lower risk of heart disease than those who laugh less. My old friend Susan in Florida used to be so serious that people were afraid to joke around, but after joining a comedy club for seniors, she realized that sometimes life needs a little levity. I wasted so many years worrying about the little things. Now I choose to laugh more, and I've never felt so young, she says. Happy women are not those who are always on the go, but those who find joy in the little things, a favorite comedy, a funny book, or a moment of fun with friends. But above all, happiness cannot exist if the soul is still burdened by resentment and hurt. Forgiveness does not mean accepting or forgetting the past, but rather allowing yourself to move on without being tied down by negative emotions. According to a study from Stanford University, people who practice forgiveness have a 27% lower risk of depression and significantly improve the quality of their sleep. Linda, a woman I once counseled, spent more than 30 years resenting her ex-husband, but it was only when she learned to let go that she felt truly relieved. I didn't forgive him because he deserved it, but because I deserved peace, she said. The more forgiving a woman is, the lighter her heart becomes, and the more open her life becomes to the good things ahead. Happiness is not a distant destination, but the moments we choose to live each day. A little nature, a smile, a peaceful mind, all of these things make a life worth living, no matter what age you are. No one has a perfect life, but everyone has the right to choose how to live it. Happiness is not a distant destination, but the moments we create each day, from how we take care of ourselves, maintain meaningful relationships, to cultivating a strong spirit. No matter what age you are, remember that you are the one who holds the key to your happiness. A small change in your habits can create a more fulfilling life. So why not start today? Try choosing one habit from the list above and practice it in your life. It could be a peaceful morning with a cup of tea and your favorite book, a call to a loved one you haven't seen in a while, or simply taking a moment to breathe deeply and be grateful for what you have. Let the positivity seep into your every moment. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like it, share it with the important women in your life, and leave a comment about the habits you're practicing or want to try today. You can also share your own story. What makes you happier every day? Join us in creating a community of strong, optimistic, and inspiring women, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on valuable content on your journey to a happy and fulfilled life. You deserve it.